Hey, what's up, Skelemystyk? By now, you have seen the KI live stream, and you have seen our young Miss Rene Wooten, the very, very tall, slim, marley-boned dog here. Well, what she has in her hand is a pipe wrench, but what she wants us to do is something quite different. She wants us to go hither, and then she wants us to go thither, and then she wants us to go yon and mark these stakes. I have been asked quite a lot in the past few days, what is she doing, Skell? What is she doing? Because everybody, anytime there's any kind of change whatsoever in the game here, well, people want to know, of course, what's going on. Okay, you want to know? Let me tell you guys, I'm going to answer that question that so many of you asked me. What she is doing, these stakes, she's a surveyor. Surveying, for those of you who don't know, is the very first step in new building. What you're essentially doing here is marking off land plots. Now, I hope, to be honest, that the land they're changing isn't as big as the size of all these stakes. Because, I mean, that means they're going to be tearing down half of Wizard City. I mean, really. As far apart as these stakes are, it's over here, isn't it? As far apart as these stakes are, if they're tearing down everything inside these stakes, good night. That's going to be half of it gone. But anyhow, the point of the whole thing being is, this quest is about surveying, which is the first step in building, which says to me that what we're going to be doing here very soon is, well, building. Remember a while back they promised us a barbershop? Remember a while back they promised us this shop and that store and all these other things? Well, I think that's what we're going to have here. I think that maybe we're finally going to get our barbershop. We're finally going to get a couple of different new vendors. We're finally going to get a couple of different new things in general. Now, it would seem to me, to be honest, like, for instance, let me give you a for instance here. Castle tours here. Okay? This didn't used to be a thing. Way back in the day before they had castle tours, this was just another flat facade building, just like, well, just like any of these other buildings. And they decided to make castle tours, and they just kind of opened this up. They could have done that with the barbershop. They could have done that with any new vendors. If they were putting new vendors in the commons, they could have just done it that way. But I get the idea that it's going to be more than just a barbershop or, you know, one extra store. That it's going to be more than just one extra vendor here or there. From the sounds of it and the way they're kind of bringing this out and bringing attention to it, bringing notice to it, I think we're going for something a lot bigger here. I think we're going for something a lot more. I think that they are hyping this for a reason. And I personally cannot wait to see what that reason is. Are we going to get a barbershop? Okay, that's cool. Guys, in case you didn't look, I ain't got any hair. So they can't give me a cut, curl, style, and color. Oopsie, sorry for that cut in the video. It appears that Steam had this idea that they really, really needed to update the notice on that game for me really quick, and they shut down my whole shooting match, so I had to restart this real quick. That's why there's a gap or a break in the video there. Anyhow, as I was saying, so I personally, you guys maybe, but I don't really need a barbershop, and I was never really hyped for that, but I know that a lot of you are. Look at all of these unused doors. What if they put something new in each and every one of these doors? I mean, mind you, I've got a pretty good imagination, and I can't imagine what they would do to fill every one of these buildings with something. I can't. But, well, there's a lot of them and only one of me. Maybe they got more imagination than I've got. Maybe. So that's what our young lady, Ms. Wooten, over there is for. She is the precursor to what might very well be something pretty big. It could be something small. I mean, don't get me wrong. I can't read minds or the future. And it might be something small, but this is an awful lot of hype and attention just to put a barbershop in. An awful lot. So keep your eyes open. Look for the updates. See what's going on here because, well, I think that Miss Wooten is going to be here for a while. And I think that as we go along, there's going to be some things changed. Alright guys, that is what this quest is about, just in case you were wondering. Like a ton of people all of a sudden there. There we go. That's what this quest is about, just in case you were wondering. Now you know, and now you got something to look forward to. Guys, there it is. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, good heart smash, subscribe, share, all those things. You know what? I don't even have to tell you guys. You already know. Y'all already know. You've been around me long enough to know what I want you to do and what you need to do anyway. If, I have to stress this one, guys, because it's been really, really good lately. We've had a great time. If you want to hang out with me live, I stream pretty much every night of the world, starting around 9:30, 9 o'clock, right around in there, Eastern Standard Time. Come, hang out with me live. If there's slots open in the area that I'm questing, you are more than welcome to come along and quest. Just to hang out and do whatever you want to do, by all means. My Twitch community is absolutely good as gold. These people are some of the most wonderful people I have ever met. If you come there, you will, I promise you, you will find friends and be made welcome. Come, hang out. Sometimes we have prizes, sometimes we have games. You just never know. Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. I had to throw one impression there for all my guys on Twitch who are watching this right now. They love to have me do impressions. There it is. I think it pretty well said my piece. That whole impression thing threw me off. Until next time, this is Skelemystyk reminding you that whatever else you do, always love the game. Peace.
Sing it for us.
Gun shields for days.
I need that music in my life. Give me that dark music.